Pleiadian Venus. If your natal Venus is conjunct the Pleiades, then your soul healer frequency is expressed through your capacity for love, beauty, and connection. Your Pleiadian Venus combines the soul healer's gift for seeing the highest potential in everyone with Venus's power of attraction, affection, and values, creating someone whose love literally helps others remember their own worthiness and beauty. This placement is especially powerful for healing through relationships, artistic expression, and showing others what unconditional, positive regard actually looks like. Hey, I'm Kellie, and before we dive into the 12 astrological houses, let's touch on some of the strengths and challenges associated with your Pleiadian Venus. You naturally see beauty and potential in everyone you encounter. Your genuine appreciation and affection helps others recognize their own worth and value. Your approach to relationships is optimistic, forgiving, and infused with playfulness. You create connections through joy rather than drama or intensity. You attract resources, relationships, and opportunities through authentic enthusiasm rather than manipulation. Your sincere appreciation magnetizes what you value. Pleiadian Venus integration challenges. Learning to value yourself as much as you value others. This is about recognizing that self-love isn't selfish, it's the foundation for sustainable giving. Maintaining standards in relationships. Understanding that seeing someone's highest potential doesn't mean accepting their lowest behavior. Listen to that one again. The ability to see someone's highest potential doesn't mean you have to accept their lowest behavior. Balancing generosity with self-protection. This involves developing discernment about who genuinely appreciates your gifts versus who simply takes advantage of your open heart. Pleiadian Venus through the houses. First house. Your presence radiates warmth, beauty, and approachability. People are naturally drawn to you because you see beauty in everyone and reflect it back to them. They feel genuinely valued and attractive just by being around you. The challenge is maintaining your own aesthetic and values while making everyone else feel beautiful. Your light doesn't diminish by shining. You don't need to make yourself smaller for others to feel good. Second house. You value relationships, beauty, and harmony. Material security comes through creating beautiful things or spaces that help others feel valued. You're generous with resources when helping others, sometimes to your own detriment. The lesson here is your worth isn't measured by how much you give or how many people you please. Self-worth must come from within, not from external validation of your generosity. Third house. You communicate appreciation, encouragement, and see beauty in everyday interactions. Conversations feel like gifts. People leave feeling better about themselves because your words create harmony and connection. Shadow side. Using pretty words to avoid difficult truths or constantly uplifting others while never expressing your own needs. Sometimes authentic communication includes uncomfortable conversations. Fourth house. Your home space needs to be aesthetically pleasing, harmonious, and emotionally nurturing. You create sanctuary spaces where people feel valued and safe. Family relationships center on peacekeeping and making everyone feel loved. The trap, sacrificing your own comfort to maintain family harmony. Beautiful spaces lose their peace when you're constantly managing everyone else's feelings within them. Fifth house. Your creativity and romance are infused with playfulness and genuine affection. You express love openly and passionately without holding back. You help others access their own capacity for joy and creative expression. The challenge? Choosing partners or creative projects based on potential rather than reality. Seeing the best in everyone is beautiful until you're in relationship with their potential instead of who they truly are. Sixth house. You bring beauty and grace to daily work. Service feels like an expression of love. You create harmonious work environments and help colleagues feel appreciated. Health practices might involve beauty rituals or self-care that feels indulgent and healing. Shadow side, overgiving in service roles, or making work relationships overly personal. Professional boundaries can coexist with genuine care. Seventh house, partnerships are where you learn love's deepest lessons. You attract relationships easily because you make people feel seen and valued. You're the partner who forgives, encourages, and sees all the potential. The core lesson is that equal partnerships are reciprocal. You can't love someone into wholeness. Healthy relationships involve two whole people, not just you completing everyone who comes into your life. Eighth house. Your love goes deep. You're not afraid of intensity, vulnerability, or the transformational power of relationships. You help partners navigate their shadow with compassion and acceptance. Intimacy feels nurturing, healing, and sacred with you. The challenge? Distinguishing between transformative love and codependent entanglement. Deep connection doesn't require you to fix, save, or heal your partners. Ninth house. Your philosophy of love is optimistic, expansive, and idealistic. You believe in humanity's capacity for higher love, and you may teach about relationships, beauty, or harmony. Travel and learning may feel nostalgic or romantic to you. The shadow is spiritual bypassing in relationships, or using higher ideals to avoid addressing practical relationship problems. The idea of, but we're soulmates, doesn't exempt anyone from doing the work. 10th house. You're publicly known for creating harmony, beauty, or helping others feel valued and appreciated. Your career likely involves artistic expression, designing aesthetically pleasing spaces, relationship coaching, or creating peaceful environments. Your reputation centers on grace and encouragement. Just ensure your public image of harmony doesn't require you to suppress legitimate conflict or disagreement. You're allowed to have standards and express displeasure. 11th house. You bring beauty and harmony to group spaces. Your presence makes communities feel more inclusive and loving. You see potential in collective movements and inspire others towards higher expressions of unity. The lesson? Groups need conflict and tension to evolve, not just harmony. So think of like the squares and oppositions in your chart. That's how we grow. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is allow difficult conversations instead of smoothing everything over. 12th house. Your unconditional love connects you to something mystical and universal, and your capacity for forgiveness is spiritual. You experience cosmic love, sacred harmony, or spiritual union through your Pleiadian Venus here in the 12th house. The challenge is discernment. Unconditional love doesn't mean unlimited access to your energy, time, or your heart. You can love someone from a distance. Boundaries and self-love are not mutually exclusive. Now let's look at some practical ways for you to work with and integrate your Pleiadian Venus energies. Try this. Acknowledge 3 things about you that other people value. You can write this into a journal or just jot it down on a piece of paper, but place it somewhere mindfully and read your notes at least once a week. You spend so much time appreciating others, just know it's okay and healthy to acknowledge the positive things about yourself. This isn't about ego, it's about strengthening self-worth. Sometimes when other people see us valuing them, acknowledging or appreciating them, while also diminishing ourselves or our worth in some way, it can actually reduce the credibility of our genuine praise. Think about that. If we're telling other people the great things about themselves, but we're not able or willing to acknowledge positive attributes about ourselves, how much weight are they going to put behind our words when we praise them? How much credibility will they give to our genuine praise and acknowledgement? As far as working with transits to further activate or integrate your Pleiadian Venus, you may find it helpful to follow the moon transits for this one. This will have you cycling at least once a month for the conjunctions, once a month for opposition, and a couple of times a month for the squares. You can also look for the trines and sextiles. You can work with this as often as you want. You can even do this on a daily basis if that works for you. But don't overthink it and don't overcommit yourself. Find a flow that makes sense for you, because the creative journey of Pleiadian Venus includes reflecting and releasing the emotions of others and learning to trust your divine intuition while balancing compassion with boundaries. You may find some helpful crossover tips in the following videos as well: Pleiadian Moon, Pleiadian Neptune, and Pleiadian Chiron. These videos will be linked in the description or pinned comment below. Okay, your turn. In your natal chart, what house does your Pleiadian Venus live in? What area of life does this show up for you? Or what self-worth practices do you already do to honor this connection with your Pleiadian star family? Drop a comment below, and thanks for watching.